Yeah, I think we have the illusion of control when we are engaging with social media. I think social media is good about presenting us with choices. Do I want to comment? Do I want to like? Do I want to retweet, share, etc.? But in the moment, it's easy to lose track of how the system has been designed to prolong engagement, to funnel our emotions towards specific options, to reinforce sort of patterns of pleasure and recognition and affirmation and sort of in-group bias. And so it feels like we have control, but the system is designed to retain control with the social media company.
I think yes and no. There's a lot of things that you can definitely be influenced online by like what to buy or what to dress like or what to just be like in general. And I think for me, I have control over what I let myself be influenced because I block a lot of the things that I don't want to see online, and I make sure that I'm only seeing positive things that will impact me in a positive way so that I can be a better person, because social media can be really negative, and I think if you don't control it on purpose to be what you want it to be, then it can be really negative. So yes and no.
On the occasion, because back then there was a time where I felt like having a certain item would be cool to be, and I'll probably be the cool guy, the Mr. Hi, my Mr. Hey, you get off my cloud, you know. Just thought I'd be cool with it, and I guess some of those factors did kind of influence me when I did social media. But now I just have a good control of it. With my case with social media, what I like to do is I normally do like covers of songs or like showing people certain hobbies I do, which is my way. So pretty much it's my way of having an audience when I'm performing. So my advice to social media, just post up stuff about what you love, whether it be like making art or I don't know, a cooking show, like maybe like a TV kind of thing.
A little bit, but not too much. Like I don't let it affect me, you know. I kind of just like separate the reality versus like fiction, you know what I mean? So like it just depends what I'm looking at.
I would have to say kind of. I mean, because we see our like brand ambassadors showing us stuff and different like influencers, and then I feel like that does kind of make us want to buy stuff. I feel like it's kind of just like a mix. If it's something that you're interested in and you want to like kind of see what it is. I always try to like read like the fine print, see what it is, kind of do some back research.
Not really. I think it's like more pushed in your face, unless like you have like a certain algorithm for your feed. They just like push like a lot of things like in like a ways of memes or videos and like try to spread it.
I feel like we don't have control over, well, in general, I feel like we don't have control over what we see most of the times, but you could say that you are being controlled by what you're seeing and that you're also not being controlled by what you're seeing because you have your own beliefs and your own opinions. But sometimes, depending on what they keep pushing out and what they keep, like you said, influencing you to do, you will start collecting those, like, I guess, like behaviors that you're watching or those habits or whatever they're trying to push out there. It's rooted back to like my family and how they roast me up or like raised me up or the beliefs that has made our family the way it is. So I feel like those contribute a big deal of what my own personal opinions are and values. Things that I won't cross the boundary over to do.
I think that sometimes I'm in control and most times I'm not in control. Most times it's hard to tell where I draw the line. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this project.
It's a yes or no question. You can choose who you watch and how it affects you. And at the same time, people sometimes are maybe not that as strong-minded, so they kind of just follow what's going on out there. It's a yes or no question. I would say you are in control because at the end of the day, you can choose what you want to watch, who you want to follow or not. And you ultimately have that decision, but sometimes, we forget that part of it.
I think people forget nowadays that, like, if you click on a sponsored ad, then everything you get on your social media for the next 3 days is like mascara. I think yes and no. I think I'd like to think that I'm in control, but I know nowadays with clicking on things and who you follow, that there's so much marketing behind social media that they're looking at everything that you do.
I think that I would like to think I'm in control. A lot of the posts on social media might sway me one way. Especially when it comes to politics. A lot of political posts can sway me one way. I'm oh, let me think about this way. But and then a political post from the other side makes me sympathize with the other side. I'm trying to keep my opinions. So I do a lot of research on social media and on the internet to make sure my opinion is factual and that it has facts. An opinion without facts is not a good opinion. You can't make up opinions without knowing what you're talking about. And there's a lot of dieting posts on social media. I don't look at those because I don't want my mental health to get bad again. A lot of people on TikTok don't know what they're talking about at times. And then there's weird political people who try to go into politics without knowing what politics are about.